welcome back to Comic Star Talk Book Club Edition. Today we are going to get into the Absolute Universe and talk a little bit of the new run of DCKO. I am your host, Kevco Tweets, joined as always with
XO, what's up?
Exo. How we doing, bud?
I'm alright, a little under the weather, but we just keep on keeping on.
Yep, it's that time of the year. People don't. It's like caught between cold season and warm season. So, like, yeah, colds are going around right about now. Kids are back to school, and we got a lot of absolute stuff to talk about. So let's
So
get right
much.
into it. Yes, Absolute Batman came out last October, so we're coming up on a year now. Written by the great Scott Snyder. Almost said the one. The great Scott Snyder has brought us Absolute Batman. I believe he pitched it, and this was almost given to another writer I read this week. I can't remember the other writer's name, but I'm glad that Snyder stuck with it.
Yeah, I don't remember the writer's name either, but I heard the same thing you did. And
Yep.
before we start, I'd just like to say this Absolute Universe has been so cool. It came in, it was hyped up, and it's been delivering so
Yep.
much. And like we're all hating on Batman's crest, right? Everybody was hating on it. But the moment this guy pulls it out as an axe, we're
Yep.
like, this is cinema. This is peak cinema.
I remember when the symbol was first shown, and I believe he said there was a reason for it. And then, like, I believe it was before the first issue came out. They actually let it out that that's what the reason was, and I was like, "This is the coolest shit ever." But see, it was in the first issue. The coolest thing ever about that is when he takes off his ears and stabs a dude.
Yeah,
Like,
and he
that to
stabs
me
him,
was crazy.
and then it was the perfect time to apply the no kill rule because we have Alfred, who is like an assassin, and he's scoping out. He sees Batman doing this stuff. He's like impressed that he hit him in just the place that wouldn't kill him. While the violence is top tier for Batman, and this guy's a monster. My
Bro,
only issue,
he punts children. He punts children in
yeah,
that issue.
the only issue is that he starts off poor, which makes me like, where
He's
where'd you get
never
that?
man's Batman.
Where'd you
He's
get
never man's
that
Batman.
suit, bro? I can't make that suit.
That is
It's
true.
just
I wanna.
it's
They haven't
not
gotten to that
happening.
backstory yet, have they? About the suit and everything? Because
No,
like
they
he's
haven't,
poor. How does
and
he do this?
that's what I'm saying. And I'm intrigued. Hopefully they touch on it, but I'm not holding my breath on that one
Yeah.
because it's absolute universe. Don't overthink it.
Yep.
But
So of course, right
yeah, I
now
was about
we're
to
getting
bring
into
that.
the Bane stuff.
It was
His
cool.
friend group basically being everyone that ends up being his enemies in real life comics being turned into whatever creature they were because they were experimented on by Bane. That was awesome. This entire
Yeah,
Bane story arc, which I think might be ending because they added, I think Scott said they had to add like 10 pages or 5 pages to the
in the
final fight.
annual.
No, in the next issue. That's why it's been delayed
Oh,
3 weeks.
okay.
Is that they added the extra panels to the Bane fight. So I don't know if the Bane fight's gonna end or not, or if that part's gonna be over or not. But talk about the annual because you picked it up, right? Or you've looked at it.
I only downloaded it. I see this cool ass picture of it.
Yep. Nice.
It's
Nice.
beautiful. It looks
What's in the annual? Is it
so. Let's see. It says like some of the biggest names take a turn in the absolute universe, and how did Bruce acquire the Batmobile?
okay? That'd be
So
nice to
then
know.
Black Mask's in it.
Oh, nice. So is it basically like a new story from the
It,
universe, or
it it's a story using the character in the universe. It's an annual, so they usually do them extra pages. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. This is
okay?
48 pages.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's a special for the Absolute Universe, and I'm
Okay.
really excited to read that. along
Yeah.
with 13, which I haven't read yet.
Right, which is the Catwoman cover, which is a pretty good issue. Of course, I read it like a month ago when it came out.
Oh wait,
Um,
let's talk about this Bane's design before we move on.
yes.
The design of Bane is beautiful. Like these designs for Batman are just they're badass and
Mhm.
they're scary. They're truly scary. Like look at this guy's peanut head. That's
Yep.
terrifying. And compared to the size of Batman, which is 6'8", I don't
Yep.
remember, something like that, and he's a lot bigger than that.
Yes, and of course, this Bane stuff started coming out around the time I believe Reacher was still on TV. And of course, in Reacher, everyone has been fan casting him to be Batman. And in this season in Reacher, there's a dude that's built
Alan.
just like absolute Bane. Yeah, everyone wants Richard's like one of the famous fan casts. So it was fun when these issues started coming out around the time where that show was still on the air. And in the show this season, there's somebody who is absolutely yoked out of his mind, bigger than him. So it was kind of funny how the two kind of came together there. The Absolute Batman has been special. It's been spectacular. Each issue is very good. Scott Snyder is the best Batman writer, I'd say. And I don't even think it's close. Ever since I read Court of Owls.
I agree only because of quantity.
Yeah,
great.
I mean, if you want, basically, if you want to get into Batman, you pick up a Scott Snyder story. Whether it be Zero Year or you pick up one of his stories, Court of Owls, another amazing story. Yeah, all of his stuff. It's great. He's fantastic Batman.
No single story has been bad that I've really read, and with all the Batmans going on, this is still up there. Like this is still great to have with the main new Matt faction run going on.
Yes,
which with George
has been really good.
Jimmers as the writer, which is beautiful.
Jimenez, yeah.
And both
great
of these comics are thriving, and it's just great to see as Batman fans. I know other fans are like, "Oh, what about me?" But like, I get
that's
that.
always kind of been the issue. I think right now there is 6 continuing Batman comics of a variation of some kind.
Yeah,
and there's like 1 or 2 of others.
September, the top 4 were all Batman.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Shayna, she loves Bane.
Yeah, Bane's awesome. Outside of Batman and Robin. But even then, when I was whatever age I was when that came out, I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool too.
So
that was awesome.
Yep, and then of course Tom Hardy killed it as Bane. I thought in the third Nolan movie, loved him as Bane.
He was the best part of that movie.
Yep. Yep. All right, moving on.
What we got?
Superman up next.
Superman, I'm all caught up with this. So
yeah, you're a bigger fan of this than I am. I loved it when it began, but I don't know. I don't know if it was just I lost interest after the movie came out, but
okay, so
the last issue or 2 I haven't been huge on.
I had the same issue. I read Superman for 2.5 years straight.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the Superman movie came out. I felt validated. I felt like this is the best thing I ever got as a fan. And I'm like, all right, I'm slipping on I'm still reading the current Superman runs, and or this. So am I really slacking on Superman? Not really, because I read it all already.
Right. Yeah. But, I mean, you've read all the pretty much most of his major stories. Yeah. His major story arcs. Yeah.
This started, and this started cool. In the middle was like, all right, this is getting a little boring. Very boring. I love his suit though. That suit is
the suit's awesome.
Freaking awesome, dude.
The nanotech
yeah, I'll get there. So we can move on. We have the whole it's boring. It's at like my least favorite of the absolute, and I'm like, dang, I have Superman this low. But then Brainiac comes in, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. They go into more of the suit, the cape, and that cape's his name is Soul. It's an AI cape that's like this red dust that could materialize into a cape or a fortress. it was super cool to see as a Superman fan,
Yep.
and I think we'll see transformation in the suit that would go with his attitude, and it's actually really good. It's a really good run.
Yep. I think I'm behind 2 issues. I'm gonna wait for the next one to come out, and then I'm gonna start up because I do like to read more than one issue at once. Because we were talking about this before we started. My memory is absolute shit. So like if I go like one issue a month, I'm just gonna forget the whole thing. By the next time the next issue comes out, I have to usually skim through it before catching up on the new issues. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I just kind of fell off. The Brainiac stuff is cool, and the Brainiac cover is one of my favorite covers from the Absolute
Yeah,
universe.
definitely.
Yeah.
But the coolest panel was from the one you didn't see, and it has Soul in it. You might have seen it on Twitter, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But
I have seen random panels on Twitter, but okay. I look forward to getting into that then.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else on Superman you want to cover?
I thought I was wearing my Superman hoodie, and I was not. That's it.
You're no real fan.
Oh yeah, you got the black. That's the same one I was gonna wear.
We can't be that podcast.
Yeah.
Now, Absolute Wonder Woman is something I have not really gotten into. I read the first issue and I have the first trade. So why don't you tell me about Absolute Wonder Woman a little bit?
All right. So Absolute Wonder Woman is the best Absolute run going on right now, and the writer is just doing everything right. And let's just start with the design. Do you have pictures of her in her suit?
Just the one right there.
Just the one right
From
there.
I think it's from the first cover.
So this Wonder Woman design is my favorite of all times. With the art style, the black lips, just the tattoo on the arm is so fucking cool. With the big berserk guts sword, that is the sword of Athena, and it is awesome to see her like this. It's the most badass she's ever been. I love Wonder Woman. They really elevated it, and with the lore they did, not a lot of people know Cersei's the enemy to like Themyscirans, and she in this one, Cersei's in hell, and Diana is raised by Cersei.
Okay.
So it's this whole different. You get this mythos that we get from normal Wonder Woman, slightly altered to this hellish like place, which is hell, and you build from there. And she's still Themysciran, so it's just really cool. The art style, the way the panels like flow and the shape is very unique, and it's badass, man.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get into it. As you know, I work a lot in the summer, so I have a lot to catch up on. Starting soon. I did just reread Absolute Flash, which will be our next topic. Because I have really enjoyed it, but it's been a while since I read some of those issues, and I still have to read like the last two. So, on to Absolute Flash. Yeah, this is awesome. The only issue I had with this is Joss is probably gonna be mad at me, but I'm not a huge fan of Wally. Not a huge fan of Wally West, and of course that's who this whole thing is based around.
So you don't like Wally, but isn't he perfect for this?
He's okay. Yeah, I was getting into that. And the reason why I've never been a huge Wally fan is I don't read a lot of Flash comics. Wally to me is the kid on the Flash TV show, and I hate that show after season 3. So
Wallace,
and yes, Anna Barry, Wally. But yeah, so basically what they're trying to do in the beginning is create like superheroes, basically to kind of, in case anything happens with Superman. Of course, Wally wanders into the lab where his father is working with Barry, I believe, and gets zapped and starts learning his powers. And Barry is kind of killed-ish. I still think he's going to come back as Reverse Flash. Is my theory.
It's been confirmed that there is plans for him.
Yes. Yeah, Wally is fantastic for this run. it's been a lot of fun reading these. Like these are good jumping on points too if you're not big on the character, which we'll get to. With one of the other absolutes, which I knew pretty much nothing from this character outside of some shit that we saw in ZSJL.
But this Flash is the smoothest read out of all of the absolutes. This is the one I pick up and I'm like, I'm fine waiting. I just pick it up and it just flies by so effortlessly. Some other reads are more exhausting, and I get good storytelling is the main objective. Sometimes I just want to chill. And Absolute Flash delivers that with good storytelling, badass, great art, and it's just fun. It doesn't overdo it. It adds balance to the whole Absolute universe, where Batman, you got Scott Snyder, which isn't wordy whatsoever, and is very smooth. And we have whoever's doing Wonder Woman, I forget the name because they just won an award that they deserve, but that could be a little wordy because they're explaining a lot of things. But with this, they don't need that. They have Gorilla Grodd as a monkey.
Oh my god, how cute is Gorilla Grodd?
It is adorable, and he's his sidekick. Come on. That's really cool. I have Wonder Woman, Batman, the Flash. That's my top 3.
I mean, I knew we were doing this. I had a couple issues to catch up on the Flash, so I just literally started at like issue 2 or 3 and read up through current. And like you said, it's very digestible, I guess would be a good word to say about it.
Yes, that's the perfect word.
It's very good. Very well done by Jeff Lemire, is it? Great story so far. Looking forward to what we get next with that. Now, Absolute Martian Manhunter.
The weirdest one.
This is, well, I didn't really know much, like I said, about Martian Manhunter. I know it's Cara in our Discord's favorite character, or one of her favorite characters. And this book is trippy as hell. You can tell just by looking at the first cover.
Do you have the physicals?
I do. I've been getting the physicals of this.
Can you actually, those pages at the end where you show it in the sun?
Yeah.
Can you take a picture of that and send it to me? Because I read them on digital, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool to see in person.
All right, I'll send you a text afterwards.
All right, because those are really cool. The abstract art, like I talked about the panels in Wonder Woman. This takes it to a different level. This is mushing together what is reality in different dimensional perspectives that we're not supposed to really understand, and that others don't understand. He doesn't even understand it,
right?
And it's very trippy, philosophical mindfuck that is enjoyable the whole time. I don't read much Martian Manhunter.
Right. There isn't a lot to read from him unless he's like in a Justice League book or something
exactly. Like that. That's the only time I've seen him. I like him. He's cool. And this is really cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this run. Didn't know much about the character. And like I say about the Absolute Universe, especially like they're all good jumping on in points. Of course, now if somebody wants to read Batman, I'd probably just recommend the Fraction stuff that just started too, just because it's easy to get into and it just started. But they're good jumping on points for any character you've never read before. And it's interesting to see the characters they've chosen for the Absolute Universe, one of which is not Ollie. But
and this guy's art, like there's been times where like I'm staring into the page, and with the manipulation of the colors and the geometry, like it.
Oh, did I lose you? I think I might have lost him. We might have lost Mark.
So my phone just locked. Okay. I don't know where it cut me off, but my point was the art with the colors and the geometry on some pages, it would kind of move.
Hmm.
Like if you looked at it long enough, it would kind of just be like a little wavy. And that's very impressive to do for art, to have that effect.
Hmm.
And that's the best part of this run, in my
Yep.
opinion.
It's a very different looking comic book than I've read
Hmm.
in the past for sure. Um, very trippy, lots of colors. I mean, you can just look at that cover of the first one. It's that for an entire book every time you read the story. So, so far it's very well written. I'm liking it very much every time I read an issue. Um, so yeah, the next one I haven't done. I haven't gotten far into yet.
All right,
Green
so
Lantern.
this is at the bottom of my list.
Yep.
It's still very good, but throughout what, 7 issues, whatever
Yep.
issues
I
are
read
out,
3. Yep.
it's like intertwining of two stories,
Hmm.
and I feel like we're taking a while to get to the point,
Hmm.
but it is cool. Um, it's unique. I've never heard of this Green Lantern. Do you know anything about her?
I do not. The reason why I basically did like 3 issues, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for something to happen or when I
Yes,
hear about this,
you
is
should.
I want to read more actual Green Lantern before getting into this, which of course is what I'm gonna start doing here coming up to get ready for the show. I want to read obviously all of Jeff Johns' runs and then go from there. And this will be right along the way somewhere. Um, just not sure, but I want to get more of a basis for the actual lanterns.
Yes,
Um,
that's definitely smart. This is not where to start.
right,
This is
exactly for the
not
lanterns.
where to
Right.
start.
Like if I
John
want to read
Stewart
like
dies. This is
yep.
no.
Yeah, like I mean like if I was to read like Batman or something like Absolute Batman I could recommend, but I wouldn't recommend this to somebody just getting into Green Lantern, even though I haven't read a lot of Green Lantern myself. Um but yeah. Uh I look forward to getting into it once I've gotten a nice base of a solid foundation of Green Lantern knowledge. Um
Yeah.
uh, other than what I know currently. Um So it's funny that I think the one main Green Lantern story I've read is Blackest Night, and everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't read Blackest Night first." And I'm like, "Oh, that's the one." But
Mm.
I guess the Jeff Johns stuff really leads into Blackest Night, so it'll be a better story once I read stuff leading into it. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. And of course,
Before we get to Absolute Evil,
yes,
a quick note on Wonder Woman.
yes,
On the last, not the last Wonder Woman, but issue number 12, Absolute Zatanna
mhm,
was featured in the back, and I believe she's in this new issue. And
yep.
I'm really excited to see her. Like, I
And
love Z. She's awesome.
is
And
she
in an
getting her own
absolute,
book or just
I, I,
featured?
I have no clue, but I hope
Okay,
for a book. That'd be perfect. Perfect.
all
And
right,
that's
cool.
the Justice League right there. Now we could go to
All right,
Absolute
so
Evil.
Absolute Evil. So when I heard this was coming out, I said, "This sounds fantastic! An absolute book of all the villains, awesome!" And then about 2 weeks before it came out, I heard that we get the introduction to Absolute Green Arrow, who, of course, is one of my favorite characters. And what do they do? 3 pages in,
It
they
was
kill him.
beautiful. It was the best Green Arrow I've ever witnessed. And
I
I,
was
I'm a hater,
I was
and
not happy.
I was so excited for him to read it just because I'm petty, and I'm like, ah. He's in there for 3 pages, then his head is flung on the table into the fucking thing.
And of
That's
course,
some evil shit.
yeah,
And they
yeah,
pulled a Thunderbolts with the, instead of absolute
yep.
evil, it's absolute justice, because that's how the philosophy in their world is going. And when's the next issue?
I think it's next week. I hope.
I can't wait. It's
I
going to be
didn't see
really
anybody
cool.
posting about today, so I'm assuming it's next week. It's in my pull folder, so I don't even look at dates. I just go in and say, "Give me my pulls, guys," and they give me a folder full of shit. Um, Another reason why I really didn't want to continue with Green Lantern is my pull folder was getting fucking ridiculous. Um, but yes, this first book is awesome, and it introduces us to the world's absolute evil version of Lex Luthor at the very last page.
At the very end,
Um,
and he looks like a wholesome guy.
I was gonna say it's almost like he's taken on the
Given
Clark. Like
Clark
Clark
Kent.
wasn't really raised in the
He
Absolute
look
Universe in
he
Smallville, but
looks
it looks
like
like he's
Pa.
raised on a farm. Yeah, he looks like Pa Kent.
Yeah.
And yeah, I cannot wait to see where this goes from there. First issue was excellent. Digging it so far. I guess the Green Arrow run will just be fucking drug addicts run, right? What's his name? Speedy will be
Roy.
doing that. Roy, yep.
I feel like there should be more junkie superheroes. Just saying, because like
There should be.
that's it.
So that's
Like
a weakness.
when they started doing the Roy Junkie and they market it as like superheroes tackle the
Mhm.
youth's biggest issue right now, and they did Roy, and then you're telling me none of these other fucking superheroes do drugs,
Yep.
has substance abuse issues. I just feel like they could sprinkle it in there, like they do it with John Constantine with alcoholism, but like,
Yep.
come on,
Oh, they
show,
easily could.
show like, I don't know, Batman popping fucking pills. Nah, I big hater vibes. What was Kev doing that you were hating on?
But yes, this first issue was fantastic, and of course, the big event written by Scott Snyder is coming up. And is this to? Are they resetting stuff here, or what's the point of this? Because there was an event leading into this too, as well, right?
So I think it's just for fun,
Okay, good. Because
and
the first issue was fun.
I think it was. I don't really know where they're going with this, with the current continuity. So I wasn't excited for this. I'm like, oh, tournament. So what? That's cool. That's cool. Scott Snyder. All right, that's cool. But I read the issues leading up to it, the Superman tie-in and the Omega Act, and Darkseid's coming and taking these guys for just to be a bad fucking guy. And I fuck with that. I fuck with Darkseid. I fuck with his design. I didn't know how they were going to get here to a point where like, oh, that's really cool. And they did. They did that. And it.
And this
I'm
is
so
only
ready.
like 6 issues, right?
I think so, but there's a bunch of tie-ins.
Okay. I was just wondering because, like, at the end of they show the tournament, and it's like 32 people. So how are they going to take care of that in 5 more issues? As far as the tournament or what's going on with it, I don't know, but it appears Batman's been eliminated, anyways.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate. Better than killing off Absolute Green Arrow.
They had to nerf it. They had to. They had to
but
nerf.
Superman's still there.
Yeah, but he got them. What are they? Sunbusters or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, yes. But it's gonna be really cool. Shane didn't like Pirate Hooker over here. She didn't like the first tie-ins are Teen Titans, and that one sucked. They erased all hype I had for this Titans run because I haven't read it prior. And I'm like, this is terrible. This isn't good. Like if any regular person read this, it's just not good. I'm just reading it because it's a tie-in. She hated it, but we read Superman 31. That was actually good. Him going around telling like Lois, like I have to go. Basically, like this is now or never. This is like the chance. There's no options left. Like it's either do or die, and that was cool. That was a cool tie-in. And now the next one is the Flash and Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
I read the Justice League Unlimited run, but I just haven't read number 12 yet. And
okay.
I don't read the Flash run, but it looks good, and I'm excited to read those two before the next one comes out.
Nice. I like in the was it the first panel where Superman, they're all playing like a board game, and he's mad they're not playing a game that everyone can win. And I'm like, oh, that's so Superman. That's so Clark.
Yeah, so Superman.
But yes, really looking forward to seeing where this goes. Seeing where the Absolute Universe goes. Of course, we got
Tell Pirate
Green
Hooker
Arrow?
how Batman went.
How Batman went
Yeah, at the very
in
end of the book.
DCKO,
Yeah, she read
where
it
he's
into
just
him.
where he's just like in the where he's just basically just eliminated first. And he has Joker lips on him.
Yeah, he just gets yeeted out, and it's
Yep.
like, man, they really took him out of here for what?
I had a feeling because people were posting about quote unquote everyone's favorite not being involved in the tournament. So when I read it a few days after it came out, I was like, oh, I guess that did happen. And then so like I guess who he's facing in the first round gets a bye. I don't know how they're gonna work that out.
I have
But
no clue.
yeah, DCKO, dope.
There's going to be DCKO Night Fight. Night spelled as in night, kind of
Mhm.
like the Dark Knight. But that I don't know what they're doing tie-ins. That one looks cool. I'm more interested in the main event tie-ins.
Yeah.
Like night whatever I just said. But I'm gonna read it all just like I did with Absolute Power. I'm gonna read all the tie-ins and I hope I have a good time. I had a good time with Absolute Power. We're still feeling the effects of Absolute Power
Mhm.
through this event, and it's been going strong. A little out the box, but how long has these characters been existed for? You could have fun. You could
Mhm.
do wild things that were never thought of, and new ideas are welcomed, even if they suck. And the only exception is that Harley Quinn comic. That's unacceptable. Never do that shit again.
What happened to the Harley Quinn comic?
They made a fart comic. We made a
Ah.
joke. This shit don't even exist. Fake news shit.
So don't read the Harley Quinn comic, is what you're saying.
Oh, well, but read the Poison Ivy. Read the Poison Ivy run.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were just reading that, weren't you?
I still am reading it.
You still are reading it? Okay.
It's my favorite read, and it's my favorite read right now.
Nice.
For
Nice.
sure.
All right. Anything else to clean up this episode? Anything else you want to talk about with these books?
Yeah, Pyro Hooker. It wasn't memorable. They kind of just like pushed him out of the existence, and it was like, dang.
Yeah, it was like it was like at the end. Then all of a sudden, when you flip to the tournament page, he's got the lips on him.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one panel or two panels that they showed him like basically being pushed out.
Yeah, but if you wanna do a review each time the next KO comes out, I'm fine with that.
We can do that. I'll be picking it up and any of the absolutes that we get.
And maybe like after every arc or something of the absolutes, we'll talk about it. We'll figure something out because I love talking comics.
Maybe we'll do book club like once a month and just get caught up on what we've been reading that month.
Yeah, we're always so close to reading the same thing, but never just
never at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. So yeah, this Absolute Universe. What would you rate it, Kev?
Out of everything I've read, it's a solid 9 out of 10. I've liked everything I've read. I like to just buy physical, so just balancing money and what I have in my pull folder is what I'm doing now. I will catch up on all of them eventually, but as of now, it's like a 9 out of 10. I'm loving Batman. I'm loving Flash. Martian Manhunter is fantastic, and they're all like different, which I love about them. Like not one feels the same, and it's been a fun universe. You?
I want to say 9 out of 10, but I'm enjoying it so much. Each one, because I'll start with this. So, like the main run, I read the first Flash, I read the first whatever, I read the first Green Lantern, and I wasn't feeling it, so I stopped it. It's the only time I'm feeling every single one. So 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm enjoying every single one. I'm excited for every release, and I've never done that with the main continuity. There's always one that I'm not vibing with. Many at that. Many I'm not vibing with. This is each one I rock with heavy.
That happens a lot when they change the writers in the middle of the run too. Is I'll be liking one writer and then They bring on
Yeah,
somebody new and I don't really like them, but then it's also happened
and
reverse
vice
where I don't
versa.
like one and then they bring on somebody else and I'm like, okay, good, I can start read this again. But yeah, so far it's been a great run. I hope we get absolute Batman for many years to come.
Yeah, we got him
And I would love
facing racists right
I would
here.
I would
It
love an
looks
absolute Batman animated movie.
looks really cool. Look at this little spoiler panel, real
Yep.
quick. That looks really awesome.
Nice.
Definitely get that tomorrow, and we'll talk about it.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, good video.
All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Peace.